Hello, welcome again. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Wednesday. I'd like you to begin in a comfortable seated position. If it's uncomfortable, you can elevate the pelvis as usual. Begin to root down through the sit bones. Crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky. Shoulder blades gently roll down the back body. And I want you to close your eyes here. So first, just noticing how you feel. Notice your overall energy, the physical body, the breath. And just take this moment to honor exactly where you are. Not changing anything. And then right away, use your breath as a tool to let go of everything that isn't in this moment, right here, right now. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose. With your inhales, notice the smell, the temperature. Feel the air rush through the back of the throat, and first feeling the expansion at the bottom of the belly, filling up through the ribs and the chest. At the top of the lungs, the breath turns to the exhale, and then feel the air release from the bottom of the belly. Gradually work your way up the lungs, through the throat, and through the nose. How did that first deep belly breath feel? And just continue breathing this way, activating that Dirga breath, filling up the belly, the ribs, the chest. Exhale through the belly, the ribs, the chest. With every inhale, you're creating space, expanding. And with every exhale, you're softening, melting into this seated position. Not letting the back body round. If you do find yourself softening, just crown of the head's reaching up towards the sky again. Now I want you to activate your breath and make it a little more deep. So with your inhales, picture your breath expanding past the lungs into the body. And with your exhale, letting go of all that natural resistance, all that natural tension, grounding. I want you to take 5 more deep belly breaths, but make each breath a little fuller and deeper than the last. And I want you to really tune into your exhale. Notice at the very bottom of the exhale, the abdomen squeezes all that stale air out of the very bottom of the belly. And then your next breath in will bring all that fresh, clean air to the very bottom of the lungs. Letting go of all that stale air from the night, the morning. And whatever kind of energy is with you right now, just knowing that it's okay. I feel like we're all a little more anxious, a little more worried, tired, sore, stiff. With extra energy, sometimes we do store it in the body. After that last breath, I want you to shift your focus to setting your intention. So what do you need for yourself? What do you need to cultivate into your life? Do you need a little inspiration to do the things, the day-to-day things? Maybe you're still actively working and you need some space or some time just for you. Maybe someone to hold space for you. But whatever this intention is, drawing it, feeling it, believing it, and then we're going to do 1 deep sending breath before we continue movement. So with your next inhale, breathe in through the nose, fill up through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause at the top, open the mouth, sigh it out loud and clear like you're sending that letter into the sky. With your next inhale, flutter open your eyes. Notice the change of light. Notice the sensation of just tuning in for a brief moment. And then right away, roll onto hands and knees, coming towards a tabletop position. So wrists are below the shoulders, knees are gently below the hips. I want you to inhale, dip the belly, open through the heart, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck the chin, round through the back body, picture pushing the earth away. 4 more rounds. Inhale, dip the belly, open through the heart. Exhale, tuck the chin and round. And then for the next 3 rounds, they can be exploratory. You can shift forward and backward in either pose, creating that nice flexible spine. Cultivating your movements with the breath. And then find that neutral tabletop position. I want you to do some exploratory neck rolls. So bring your right ear to the right shoulder and then gently draw your chin down towards the chest. Bringing your chin towards that left shoulder. And this is a safe position for you to roll and explore through the cervical spine. So only if it's comfortable for you. Do 2 more neck rolls in this direction. Being very mindful. It might be a little noisy, that's completely normal, and then reverse your direction. We carry so much tension in the neck and the shoulders, especially when we're anxious or we're not aware in the moment. After that 3rd round, bring your chin back down towards the chest and then inhale straight through center. I want you to spread the knees nice and wide. Bring your 2 big toes together. Sit bones come back towards the feet. Walk your hands out in front of you. Rest your forehead here. And I want you to make it an active child's pose. So really reaching those hands towards that top edge of the mat, feeling that length through the side body. Reaching with every breath in, expand. Breathing into the back body. And with every exhale, you're feeling that sensation of the chest melting a little closer towards the earth. Make sure your forehead or chin is rested. Take 2 more breaths just through center. And then gently lift your gaze, walk both hands to the right side of the mat. Drop the forehead back towards the earth, and you can create a push and pull action for a more intentional stretch here. You can push with the right palm and then pull that left palm, getting a little bit more of a stretch through the whole left side of the body. Take 3 breaths in towards that left lung. Inhale, lift your gaze, gently walk your hands all the way towards that left side of the mat, and then gently drop your forehead again. 3 breaths into this side of the body. You can activate that push and pull action with the hands. Push the right palm away, pull the right hand towards the body. Maybe you're feeling that heart beating on that left knee. Then inhale, lift your gaze, walk your hands back through center, rise up and towards your tabletop position, and then prepare for your very first downward facing dog of the practice. And I want you to make it a sloppy dog. So, stretching the legs, bending one knee then the other, shifting the hips side to side. From your tabletop position, walk your hands about a hand's distance forward, eyes of the elbows towards each other. Tuck the toes under, lean all the way back, and then root down through the feet. Find that nice downward facing dog. And this might be your first upside down V of the practice, so the hamstrings may be a little tight, or of the day, sorry. You can bend one knee, then the other, shift your hips side to side. Stay for 3 more deep belly breaths. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, deepening. Notice if those Heels are coming a little closer towards the earth as you create a little bit more space. Neck is soft and long. You can always do that little ragdoll hang, move your head in a yes and no position to make sure you're not holding on to any tension. And then from here, I want you to very slowly roll over the toes, coming back and towards your tabletop position. And from here, keep your toes tucked. We're going to come in towards some active cat-cow tilts with a child's pose. So from here, I want you to inhale, dip the belly, open through the heart, but simultaneously leaning back. And then as you exhale, round through the back body, and then lift yourself back up and towards that all fours position. And then inhale, dip the belly, lean all the way back. Exhale, round. Inhale, dip the belly, open through the heart, lean all the way back. Just notice that sensation through the entire back body, going through each vertebrae. Do 2 more rounds. And then we're going to add on. Dip the belly, lean back, articulate through the spine. Exhale, round forward. And then this time, I want you to walk your hands just about a hand's distance forward. You can untuck the toes here. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, we're going to lower our chin, chest towards the earth, and then the pelvis. Notice how you can lengthen out on towards the earth. Root the tops of the feet down. Engage the legs so your kneecaps lift off the earth. Wrists are directly below the shoulders. Root the pelvis in towards the earth so it protects the low back here. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale, peel the upper body off the earth. Exhale, gently lower down. With your next inhale, lift up, but look over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, look over your left shoulder. Exhale, lower down. One more inhale through center. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes. Push yourself up through table. Back towards that downward facing dog. Just for 2 deep breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepening. Last breath. Micro bend in the knees and either walk, step, or you can hop towards the top of the mat depending how invigorated you're feeling. Inhale for that half lift, create your nice flat back. And then as you exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, leading with the heart. Find that ragdoll hang. You can clasp elbows. You can have hands rested on the earth. You can grab backs of your legs and breathe here. Take 4 more deep breaths in your forward fold. With every inhale, you're lengthening through the spine. With every exhale, you're deepening. Then, very gently, micro bend in the knees. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Release those elbows if they were clasped. Finish with a nice shoulder roll down the back body. And standing. From here, find your strong Tadasana. Shins are forward, thighs back. Toes are reaching forward as well, rooting down evenly through the feet. Scoop the pelvis, belly buttons in towards the spine. Shoulder blades are rolled back, palms facing forward. Take a deep breath in, arm reach up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root down through the feet. Inhale, reverse swan dive those hands all the way overhead. Exhale, gentle heart opener, not compressing the back body. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower those wrists, but roll them down by your side. Every time we do this, fly. First, love yourself. And then full Sun Salutation A. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hinge at the hips, folding forward. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, hands plant, step back towards high plank. You always have knee down option. Lower down, hug the elbows into the ribs. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. I want you to tuck the toes, push yourself back through table, and then come in towards your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches straight up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Stay here for 2 breaths. Hips are parallel, toes pointed down, not sinking in towards that left shoulder, keeping the upper body square. And then with your next exhale, step that foot between the thumbs. I want you to pivot your back foot so it matches that back edge of the mat. Your front heel is in line with that arch of the back foot. Really root down through your footing and inhale, windmill up towards that warrior 2. Widen your stance if need be, front knees reaching towards that right corner edge of the mat, in line with that front foot, feeling expansive through the pelvis, your torso is directly above the hips, shoulder blades are rolled back, and reach your arms straight out beside you. Gaze is over those right fingertips, warrior 2. Such a badass pose. Take a deep breath in, expand, exhale, sinking in towards your footing. And then, very mindfully, you can look down or you can gaze at your hands if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more. We're going to reverse the palms. Inhale, straighten through the front leg, clasp hands overhead. Exhale, lower down. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower down. Last one, reach. Gather all the energy between the palms. Exhale, lower down. Now from here, bring the hands to the hips. Root down through your front foot just a little bit and pivot your back foot to about a 45-degree angle coming in towards your warrior 1. Now from your warrior 1, I find it very tricky pose for balance and stability. If you can't anchor the outside edge of that left heel down, come onto the ball of the foot like a crescent lunge so your pelvis is face forward. Otherwise, engage that core. Arms reach up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink in towards that front leg. Feeling very powerful. Take 1 more breath. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, we're going to straighten the front leg and lower those hands down. For 5, inhale. Exhale, 4, 3, 2. Last one, straighten through that front leg. Inhale back to your warrior 1. And then find your focal point, something that's not moving, shifting in towards a warrior 3 for balance today. So finding that focal point, warrior 3 could be here for you, or it could be here. Finding your balance. Inhale, reach. Exhale, melt. Stay for 4 more breaths. Find that Ujjayi breath for power, for victory. And if you're a little wobbly, that's okay. That's a good thing. We're building those muscles internally. Usually when we're a little wiggly in balance poses, the mind's a little bit busy. So letting go of all thoughts, focus on the breath. Inhale, we're going to just drop that left foot to the right and bring the hands by the sides, standing. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, hands plant, step back towards that high plank for your chaturanga. Lower down with your exhale, hug the elbows in. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, deepening. Last deep breath. Then inhale, left foot reaches straight up towards the sky. Stay for 2 deep breaths. Toes are pointed down, inner thighs rotating up, staying square through the shoulders. With your last exhale, step that foot between the thumbs. Pivot your back foot so it matches that Back edge of the mat, heels in line with the arch of the back foot. Root down through your footing, take a deep breath in, rise up to your warrior two, second side. Knees over the ankle, feeling expansive through the pelvis, reaching through the outside edge of that back foot. Shoulder blades are rolled back. 2 breaths. So we always inhale, expand. It's like you feel this inner body bright. I'm going back to my Martin Kirk anatomy. Now, flip your palms, inhale, lift, clasp hands overhead, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands to the hips, root down through your front foot, pivot your back foot at about a 45-degree angle, and then reposition the hips facing forward. You can be on the ball of that back foot. Scoop the pelvis, belly buttons in towards the spine, arms are reached up towards the sky. Warrior one. Take another breath, feeling very tall through the torso, and then as you exhale, we're going to slowly straighten that front leg. Bring your hands down by your side. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, last one. Find your focal point, something that's not moving, and prepare to shift in towards that warrior 3. Warrior 3 could be here, or it could be parallel towards the earth. Breathing, 5 breaths total. Feel that gentle pull of tug-of-war for both sides of the body. Your arms are reaching, that leg is reaching. Equal breath for focus and stability. And then inhale, bring that hands to the hips and bring that right foot beside the left. Hips or feet are hip width apart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold, hinge at the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, half lift. This time as you exhale, plant the hands, step back towards that high plank position. And in your high plank, you have knee down option. We're gonna hold for 3 breaths. Feeling that core work, not compressing through the back body, lifting as much as you can. And with that 3rd exhale, we're gonna lower all the way towards the earth, but take 5 seconds to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you're all the way towards the belly, flip your toes. Root the tops of the feet down. Bring those forearms to the earth for a beautiful sphinx. So elbows are directly below the shoulders. Hands are shoulder width apart. Root the tops of the feet down. Scoop the scoop the pelvis in towards the earth to protect the low back. And then squeeze those shoulder blades together. And hold. Last breath, squeeze a little deeper with your inhale. And then exhale, lower all the way towards the belly. Make pillow hands, rest your forehead, let it go. Take 1 more breath into the back body. Then I want you to very gently lift your gaze. Bring your left forearm parallel towards that top edge of the mat, about 2 hands distance away from where your chest meets the earth. And then from here, root that left foot in towards the earth. I want you to bend your right knee and then reach back for that foot with the right hand. So it might be enough of a quad stretch for you to stay here. You might be able to bring that foot a little closer towards the sit bone. If that's the case, reach for the ankle, keep the elbow hugged in towards the body. And then stay here for 5 deep, deep belly breaths. So this is a minor baby back bend, but as well as a beautiful quad stretch, which we tend to not do very much of in my classes. don't like binding too much or using hands to pull things or force things. So I have to remind myself to stretch these quads. Last breath, feeling a little release. And then gently, not slingshotting that leg towards the earth, lower it down. Automatically just switch sides. Right forearm comes towards the earth, about parallel towards that top edge of the mat, about a fist distance away from the chest. Look back behind you, bend that left knee. This time reach for the top of the foot. You can either hold it here, if this is enough of a stretch for that left quad, or reach the foot a little closer towards the sit bone, but keep that elbow hugged in towards the body. Crocodile. And I've been finding that I think a lot of my knee pain that I've been having is because I don't give my quads enough love. I think I need to work on my quads to protect my knees. It's all learning. That's all this practice is learning about your body. Last breath. Gently release, not slingshotting that leg towards the earth. Bring those hands directly below the shoulders, tuck the toes, push yourself up and back towards a child's pose. Sit bones come back towards the feet. Walk your hands out in front of you, rest your forehead. Breathe into the back body. Take 3 more breaths. Blessing this yoga mat for allowing you to take time for you. My mat has been my saving grace during this quarantine period. Moving my body, letting go of all that stagnant, anxious energy that comes in roller coasters throughout the day. Last breath here. Then I want you to very gently walk your hands in towards the body, roll over your legs, and then from here come all the way towards the back body. And once you're lying down flat on your back, I want you to right away bring those legs up towards the sky. And from here, a little bit of core work. So we're going to inhale through center. Exhale, slowly lower to a hover. Inhale up. And then from here, to get a little bit more, we're going to do a little pelvic lift. So most of the times the legs want to go all the way forward. I want you to picture lifting them straight up towards the sky. So we're going to do 7 more. Lower down. Inhale up. Do that little pelvic lift. 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And then bend the knees, plant your feet on the outside long edges of the mat. So they're nice and wide. Move your arms out of the way and do big windshield wipers side to side. Just get into those obliques. Let it go. You're so courageous. That's what I like to think about whenever we work the core. Building our strength to step out of those comfort zones. And then plant those feet directly below the sit bones. Rooting down evenly through all parts of the feet. Arms are placed by your side. Root the back of the skull down. Inhale, pelvis lifts straight up. You can clasp your hands behind the back body. Picture using the lumbar spine and more of the quads than the glutes here, protecting the knees. 5 more breaths. Hearts above the head. This is invigorating for the body. It's also a great way to strengthen the entire back body, the pelvis. And it's a safe pose. After that last breath, gently unclasp your hands, lower down one vertebrae at a time. And then hug those knees in towards the chest. Give the back body a little rock side to side, just to let that go. Bring both shins parallel towards the earth. And then I want you to use your right hand, take both knees to the right. Reposition yourself on that sit bone, keep your legs together. You can create a little bit more effort here by using that right hand to hold down that left knee, and then anchor the left shoulder towards the earth. Play around with palm facing up or palm facing down. Deep, deep belly breaths. I want you to stay for 5 more deep breaths on the side of the body. With every inhale, you're expanding. Filling up like that balloon, and with every exhale, you're softening, feeling that gentle pull a tug-of-war each way in the body. Then I want you to inhale, lift your gaze. Followed by the legs, give your knees a little squeeze just to realign the back body. Then knees drop to the left. Reposition yourself on that hip, scoot your bum to the right, and reach that right arm out towards the side, palm facing up or palm facing down. Breathing into the bottom of the belly. Feeling that gentle pull a tug-of-war each way. Three more breaths on this side of the body. Inhale, lift your gaze, followed by the knees, and coming in towards any last pose that your body is calling you to do to prepare for Shavasana. So I love doing that happy baby because there's so many sensations to explore. You can rock side to side, you can straighten one leg at a time. Moving anything that your body is calling you to do. And then when you're ready, I want you to come in towards that lying down position, preparing for the most important pose. Our Shavasana experience. So first, relaxing everything. Start by relaxing the feet. Just let them fall out towards the side. Soft through the ankles, the shins, the calves. Soft through the knees, the thighs. Relax the groin, the sit bones, the pelvis. Let the whole lower half of the body feel completely heavy, supported. Relax the entire back body, the parts that touch the ground, the parts that don't touch the ground. Soft through the torso, the belly, the ribs, the chest. Find that natural, organic breath. Just breathing in and out through the nose, not gasping for air. Soft through the shoulders, evenly rooting them in towards the earth. Relax your arms all the way down to the fingertips. Relax the back of the neck, the throat. You can take a swallow. Root the back of the skull down. Slight tuck of the chin so your neck is nice and long. And then relax the scalp, the face, the mouth, the jaw. Softening through the inner and outer corners of your eyes. That space between the eyebrows. And last but not least, relaxing the mind. Shavasana is a perfect time to feel everything that you need to feel. It's a perfect time to come back to yourself. So letting go of everything else, honoring where you are right here, right now. This is your reward of all your efforts. We move our body in a way to let go of workings of the mind. Shavasana. like you to bring the awareness back and towards the body. Begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, maybe a stretch overhead or hug the knees in. And then gradually make your way onto the left side of the body. I want you to take 3 breaths here. Let everything come back to you from that Shavasana experience. And then when you're ready, push that right palm in towards the earth, lift yourself up and towards that seated position, and set up that brief state of observation. Close your eyes. Notice how you feel post-practice. You made a choice to move your body, to take some time on your mat to honor you. This is why we do what we do. And if any time Shavasana ever brings up any sort of feels, just know that it's okay. That's completely normal. It's the best place to let it all go. I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose, sealing this practice. Fill up through the belly, the ribs, the chest. Pause at the top. Open the mouth, sigh it out loud and clear. With your next inhale, flutter open those beautiful eyes. Bring those hands to the heart. The light inside of me honors the light inside of each of you. From my heart to yours. Namaste. And our message from our angels for this lovely Wednesday. Dun dun dun. I got matching cards for my classes yesterday. The universe was telling us something. Focus on the heart. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await for your request. This card serves as a reminder to ask your angels for help more often. The angels can help with any and all areas of your life, including bringing your ideas, courage and faith, confidence and clarity. They can also help with all material needs such as money, time, health, and vitality. Well, that's a beautiful blessing for all of us right now. Additional meanings for this card: ask for whatever you need. Instead of complaining, ask for help. Ask the people in your life to help you. Delegate. Hire others to assist you. Request help from your angels for everything, no matter how large or small. And I think that's it. I think we don't really ask for help unless we're in those crazy, vulnerable moments. So notice and know that you can ask for help. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of the week and lovely Wednesday. And that's it. Good day. Adios, amigos.